Today, we're diving into something pretty fascinating: how technology has to literally change its shape to fit a specific part of the world. We're going to use the super fast, super competitive restaurant scene in the Middle East as our case study. You're about to see how the right piece of tech isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a make-or-break ingredient for success.
So, let's start with a simple question. What really makes running a cafe in, say, Dubai any different from running one in Paris? I mean, coffee is coffee, right? Pastries are pastries. But the real difference, the thing that changes the entire game, isn't on the menu. It's in everything happening behind the scenes.
And that brings us here, to what is a truly unique restaurant scene. On the surface, you see these amazing, vibrant food hubs. But what we're looking at are the specific, intense challenges that are simmering just below the surface for every single restaurant owner. Because look, in this market, just having great food is nowhere near enough. Behind every meal that comes out perfectly, every order that's delivered on time, there's this invisible system, this complex machine of tech and logistics that's holding the whole thing together.
So, what are these owners really up against every day? Well, think about it. You've got staff from all over the world trying to communicate, customers who expect everything like yesterday, you've got strict tax laws you can't mess up, an internet that loves to drop out right during the lunch rush. Oh, and add a massive boom in delivery orders and the constant worry about internal theft. It's a lot.
And all that chaos leads us right to this problem, what our source calls the regional tech gap. This is the core issue, right? It's why taking a generic one-size-fits-all piece of software and just plopping it into this environment usually ends in disaster. It just wasn't built for these specific pressures. The answer then is something called a region-ready POS system. And the most important words in that definition are deep understanding. We're not just talking about translating a few buttons into Arabic. We're talking about a system that was designed from the ground up, with all of those local challenges baked into its DNA.
So what does Region Ready actually look like in the real world? Well, it means a system that's fluently bilingual, so your whole team is on the same page. It means the owner can see everything happening live on their phone from anywhere. It means tax reports that are automated and accurate. It means it works seamlessly with the delivery apps people actually use there. And, crucially, it means when you need help, you're talking to someone in your own time zone.
All right, so now that we get the big picture, let's zoom in. Let's look at how a purpose-built system actually goes head-to-head with these problems and solves them one by one. This is where it gets really interesting.
First up, the communication problem. You've got a diverse team, which is awesome, but it can lead to costly mistakes when orders get confused. The solution? It's so elegant. A fully bilingual interface. Kitchen tickets print in one language, the front of house sees another. Instantly, a huge source of errors just vanishes.
Okay, next up is the connectivity nightmare. Your internet goes down in the middle of a packed service. What do? Well, with the right system, you do nothing. An automatic offline mode kicks in. You keep taking orders, you keep taking payments, and the second the internet comes back, everything syncs up perfectly. Crisis averted.
Then there's the payment problem. Your customers want to pay with the digital wallets and apps they use every single day. A generic system from another country won't even recognize them. The solution is to build direct integrations with the popular local gateways, making payment totally frictionless for the customer.
And of course, the big one, compliance. The AT regulations are notoriously tricky, and a single mistake can be really expensive. So a specialized system takes that entire headache away. It's built to be 100% compliant from the start, automating all the reports and invoicing, so you just don't have to worry about it.
And this chart just puts it all together beautifully. Look at this. It's a perfect summary. For every major pain point that keeps a restaurant owner up at night, there's a specific, targeted tech solution. Language barriers? Check. Internet drops? Handled. VAT confusion? Gone. It even helps with things like staff security and letting the owner keep tabs on everything from their phone. It's a complete problem-solving machine. But here's the thing. Restaurant is a huge category, right? A busy cafe is nothing like a fine dining spot. So a truly smart system has to be able to adapt. It has to be a different kind of partner for every different kind of kitchen. So, for example, take cloud kitchens or ghost kitchens. Their whole world is about managing a crazy high volume of delivery orders coming from a dozen different apps at once. The key solution for them is a system that pulls all of those orders into one single manageable screen. It turns chaos into organized efficiency.
Now, switch gears to a fine dining restaurant. Their priorities are totally different.
It's all about the guest experience, managing table turnover smoothly, creating complex invoices that are perfectly compliant, and locking down security to prevent any chance of fraud. The tech needs to support that elegance and precision.
What about a busy cafe? Staff turnover can be a real issue. So, the most important thing is a system that's so simple, so intuitive, you can train a new person on it in like 10 minutes. Plus, it has to handle a constant flood of different payment types without ever slowing down the line.
And finally, what if you're running a whole chain of restaurants? Your biggest fear is losing control and visibility. The solution here is a powerful centralized dashboard. From one screen, on your phone, you can see real-time sales, inventory, and staff performance across every single location. It gives you back control.
Okay, so let's pull all these threads together and land on the main point. After seeing all this, we have to ask the big question. Why does this intense level of specialization actually matter so much?
You know, I think this quote from the source material just says it all perfectly. It's not about finding an average tool. It's about finding a partner that was built with a deep understanding of your world, your team, your customers, and all the little quirks of how you operate.
And that is the big idea right there. In a market this competitive, thinking of specialized tech like this as just another cost is completely missing the point. It's not an expense. It's your single biggest strategic advantage. It lets you run smarter, faster, and better than the competition.
Which, of course, leaves us with one final, huge question to think about. When we see such powerful examples of technology being tailored so specifically for local cultures and local rules, you really have to wonder, in this incredibly connected global world we live in, is the whole idea of one-size-fits-all tech finally a thing of the past?